And we are
Hi,
live.
hi. We are
Hi.
live indeed, and we're joining now on Instagram. Just a moment. Hi,
Yes.
everyone that's here. Hi, Abba.
Hi, 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 hi.
There we
Okay.
go. We're on
There we
all
go.
platforms. We're live streaming. If you're tuning in for the first time, these are completely unscripted, fully live, no edits, no nothing. And Mayor usually doesn't even know the topic that we're discussing. So the answers that you get are fully off the cuff.
Yeah.
You usually won't actually understand the answers that he gives because he doesn't regurgitate the same things that everybody else says. It's actually an original thought, which just not everybody will understand because it's not what you're used to. It's so smart that most of you won't get it. But if you actually listen, understand it, and if you don't, ask. Just put in the comments. And if you're listening to the recording, you can always email us if you have a question, of course. Then you have a chance to expand your mind. That's really what we're going for here because it's a topic that's unusual. It's not really, it's not something, it's going to be at an angle that you're not used to. So get used to it.
Yeah. Mhm. One more thing, since you spoke about it, you'll see that truth is original.
Mm. Hmm.
Truth is not, it cannot be something that you heard before. If you heard it before, if it's something that has a continuation, it's not truth.
Mm.
It's
Hmm.
original.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
if you just repeat something that someone said, it's not original. And it
Right.
cannot be that it's true.
Hmm. That's fascinating. That's so fascinating. I was talking about that today with people saying, I was telling them everybody is just parroting.
Yeah.
Most people don't understand what they say or what they hear. It's amazing. So today we're talking about the subject of betrayal.
Okay. I
And
thought to the comments that we are going to talk about my haircut. Whoever's
oh,
haircut, I love you too. Thank you.
oh, that's so nice. I don't see that on the. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. There we go. Love the haircut, Mary. Yes, I see it now.
Who?
Aloha. Yes. Hi. Hi, Anna. Yes, Curtis is here as well. Truth is original. Yes. I don't know who that is, so tell us your name. Whoever said love the haircut, Mayor. Very nice.
I
Okay,
like,
so
I like the subject, so maybe we should
yeah,
change.
maybe we're changing the subject to Mayor's haircut. Yeah,
Yeah, love it.
I like that idea. Okay, so today we're talking about the subject of betrayal. Generally speaking, if you're alive, you've been betrayed. And if you're doing anything in general, if you're doing business, there's betrayals. Oh, it's Bridget. Hi, Bridget.
Hi,
Very
Bridget.
handsome. Yes, nice. So
Very Bridget.
yes. So if you're doing business, you've been betrayed. Friendships are betrayed. You have betrayals in relationships. There's a lot of betrayal. And the question is, what do you do when the trust is broken? Why does betrayal happen? That's really the subject in general. And I think the first thing we need to start with is what is something that somebody should be aware of in order to not be betrayed, or should you not avoid betrayal? Is it an inevitability?
Okay. So betrayal happen because the person that committing the betrayal, the person that committing the treason, the result of treason is betrayal.
Okay, so treason is defined as betrayal after trust, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So,
Betrayal, the result of treason, and why someone will commit a treason is because he doesn't actually know the way that things should operate. He doesn't know the basic principles of something. So, for example, if I'm a driver and I have passengers and I commit treason, you'll see that I will commit treason, I will fall asleep or I will do an accident because something is not clear to me.
yes.
I don't take responsibility for my post. And by
Hmm.
the way, I hear myself bubbly.
Oh, do you? That's so interesting. That's strange. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So betrayal is really the result. of drop in responsibility or drop in knowledge. So when a person don't actually know the basic principle of an area, he will inevitably commit a treason.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense. 100%.
So most of the people don't understand the basic principles of being a husband, or being a wife, or being a friend, or being an accountant, or being a CEO, or being almost anything. They don't
Mm.
understand the basic principles. And because they don't understand the basic principle, they invent data, they invent viewpoints. And those fake realities that they invent actually cause them to commit a treason.
Yeah.
And and the bad thing is the fact that someone committed treason. Okay, committed treason, not a problem, fine, we can handle it. The problem is that when someone committed treason against you is because you ask him to help you.
When someone, yes, that's true. I see that. Yes.
Only way for someone to commit a treason against me is if I ask him to help me in any way. I got married, I ask my wife to help me to create the family.
Yes.
Yes, family is just the most efficient way to raise children within a group. That's
Yes.
all a
Yeah.
family is. It has nothing to do with love. If there is love, it's you get bonuses, you get extra point.
Yeah.
But the actual family is really a very efficient way to raise children, to
Hmm.
survive within a group.
Yeah. I see. For sure.
If I ask my wife to if I ask someone to marry me, she's my wife, and she doesn't understand that this is really a business. A marriage is a business. We have a group, and we have a very specific purpose for this group, which is to raise the children and to create the wherewithals where they can maximize their potential.
Hmm.
And if the wife
Hmm.
don't understand that, she will betray you. She will not be a wife. She will be a woman.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
Some
joke.
but some other role, because but it
Yeah.
makes
Or the,
sense to me. So
the husband doesn't know. He will not be a husband. He will be a man, thinking
yeah.
about nothing, doing nothing. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So, so really, if you don't understand the the knowledge of the post you took, you will inevitably commit a treason. And the problem is that you go into a relationship, you start to work for someone, you become a friend because you need help.
Hmm.
You need help. And when the person inevitably betray you, and it's inevitably because there's almost no relationship that doesn't break down, because there's not almost not a person that actually understand the principles of life. What happens is you ask for help, you get betrayal. So in your mind, help become betrayal. So you don't ask for help, and you're not willing to give help because you're worried you will betray someone else.
I see.
And so
Interesting.
as you grow old, you become less and less active. You will
Hmm.
act as an old person. Age is not what make you old. It's the way that it's your viewpoint of how much you can help and how much you can receive help that make you old. A child, a baby, can give, consider that he can take all the help with anyone, from anyone, and can give any help to anyone. A child is more um, he's not as abundant about help. And as you grow up, you start to think, no, I like to help this guy and I don't like to help this guy, and I'm worried about this and I'm worried. What do you worry about? Betrayal. Why a person is worried about his car or afraid of driving? Because he thinks that the car will betray him or another driver will betray him. So instead of helping, he will get betrayal. And all of a sudden you see that everyone freezes.
Yeah. I see that.
The
Hmm.
only reason anything exists is because it helps. And when and the reason things stop, To help is because of the idea of betrayal. And the more you believe people will betray you, and the more you betray other because you are in the same boat, you will see that the less you will do. So why people
Hmm.
don't have energy, why people are weak, why people die? Because they convince themselves that help equal betrayal, which means I cannot dream anymore. And when your last dream is dead, you are dead. It doesn't mean that you are buried, but you are dead.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Yes. So that makes sense to me. So I've seen, for example, situations that, yeah, I need help. So let's say a great example is I hire somebody to help clean my place. Okay. Now they don't, it's simple. I want their help. They don't know what their job specifically entails and all the details. So, for example, part of it would be to reduce the number of germs and bacteria in the property, let's just say. So then you see situations, which is a true story, where they'll take the rag that they used for cleaning the toilets and they take that rag and they're cleaning the kitchen,
Yeah.
and that's just because they take to clean. They need, so they don't really know their role. So of course it's a betrayal. I've asked for their help, and they did something because they didn't know their job well, which led to some betrayal for me. And then I might start to think, oh, I I can't actually ask for help from people because they're going to go do these silly mistakes. And then I think that I'm going to do betray someone potentially when I do things. And as a result, I want to hold myself back from betraying. And basically, this is the
Yeah.
dwindling spiral down of cutting out power.
Yeah. So that's the condition of mankind. The condition of mankind that mankind don't understand actually what's going on around. So they will go after the things that least make sense. Now people say, no, no, it doesn't. No, I'm looking at things that make sense. No, they don't. How do I know? Because they don't have results.
Okay,
If
what
you
do you
don't
mean? Yeah,
if you don't have results in your life, it means that you are glued to things that do not make sense, to nonsense.
okay. So what do you mean, for example? Like just stupid news
Example,
stuff, stupid YouTube videos?
example. I work for someone, okay? And if I understand the principles of how to work, I will make sure that I'm there, that I understand what is my end result, and I will understand. I will verify that this is the end result, and I will understand that the moment that I took this post, whatever happened, good or bad, if I'm trained, if I'm not trained, if someone taught me, if not, this is my results. That's it, finished. This is, and so I will bring results, and so I will be promoted and promoted and promoted. But
Yeah.
the average person come and he doesn't know what's the end result, but he thinks that he needs to do something. So he's doing something. He's a robot. He's doing something because he doesn't do based on the end result. He do because someone told him to do something. So someone told him to send emails. So he sent emails. They don't have to be, the email doesn't need to bring results. They just, someone told him to send emails. He's a
Yeah.
marketing assistant. So he sent email.
Yeah.
He didn't really understand the end result of those emails. It's too far from him. So the guy now is actually destroying because he get paid. He's betraying because he gets paid, but it doesn't bring value in. And if you don't understand that that's what's happening, you will not be able to handle him, because if you'll go and tell him, he will vomit on you all the excuses of why you are wrong, because he
True.
doesn't have the basic idea that the moment that you took on a post, you are responsible for the result, regardless of anything. If I'm the driver, regardless if someone taught me how to drive or not, if I decided I'm going to drive, I'm responsible. If I have a license or I don't have a license, and if someone told me that it's a dangerous road, or if the car is broken or not, if there's an accident, it's me, and if it is good, it's also me.
I see. So let's just take that as an example where there's a lot of betrayal.
Mhm.
Employees betray their owners all the time. It's a common thing, and hiring is a big thing. Anyway, so let's say that I was hired today as a marketing head of marketing, or not head of marketing. Let's not go that far. I'm just hired to help with the marketing. I decided I'll take this on, but I honestly don't know about marketing. But I was hired with the idea that I'll learn on the job. I'm willing to learn, but I don't know anything about marketing. But now I've been
Okay.
hired. Now what?
Okay.
I can't bring
No, I mean,
results yet.
you can. You can.
Okay.
Of course, you can. You need to figure out what is needed and wanted. So, for example, the first result is to increase the speed of production of whoever above you. So you observe and see what this guy needs. This guy needs coffee. He needs his office cleaned. He needs to be not interrupted while he's working. And let's say that's all. So I'm just sitting outside of his office, making sure no one will interrupt him, take his phone and take messages, and continuously bring him coffee, preferably into the vein.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the usual guy do? What's the usual guy do? He comes, the usual guy do, he comes and he start to find what's wrong with the company, what's wrong with the person. And not only that he find that, he goes and he start to gossip with other employees that also don't produce. So
True.
now you've got a group of stupid people feeding themselves stupidity. If you sit,
True.
you gossip within a company, you work for a company and you sit and you gossip, even if you think that you are right, you are destroying. You're destroying. You're destroying. You are actually betraying because someone pays you to bring result and you actively destroying. And you can justify and say, no, 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 I'm just saying what on my heart. No, you don't, I don't, you are not a machine that cannot control what you say. You're not a robot that have to say in the presence of other people. No, you understand the end result, and this will not bring improvement. It will just bring upset for the whole company. You are destroying. You are
Hmm.
betraying. You are betraying the person that pays you.
Wow. Okay. So that actually leads me to another relevant topic, which is the subject that is very common. Everybody that's listening knows what I'm talking about, I think, called venting. Venting is I've accumulated upsets and concerns and whatever in my day, and I go and I offload it to my wife or to my friend. I need to vent. I need to vent. It's a common thing that people say. I just got to vent to someone. I got to talk it out. I have to release it. So is that a
So
betrayal?
100% betrayal. What you
Okay.
need to do, what you need to do is two things. First of all, how come that you accumulate all of this non-communication? It's obviously you're hiding what you think when things happening. So you
Hmm.
talk to your
Mm-hmm.
boss and there's something that you need to tell him, but you don't tell him, you smile. You are lying. You are cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
You're a what?
In
Sorry.
cheating bastard. You're
Gotcha.
cheating
Yeah.
as well. You say, oh, no, I'm nice, nice, nice. And 10 years later, once you leave, you start to attack the boss.
Uh huh.
Or you have a good friendship with someone, or you are married to someone, and 10 years later, you're now separating, and he or she has all of this venting that they vent on you in the form of vomiting. Yes.
Yeah. 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 Uh huh.
So, number one, why you didn't say it when it happened? Number one. And number two, why do you tell it to your wife? Your wife cannot help. You only can destroy your wife now, and she will have a bad viewpoint on your friend or on your boss, which is obviously a treason because you make her now the judge that need to judge who is right in the presence of the accused, of the accuser only. And the accuser cannot say anything. Of the accused cannot say anything. The accuser say and the accused cannot say anything.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
it's injustice. It's criminal. The guy cannot come and protect himself and say, no, actually, no, I've been super patient with him. He stole, he lied, he didn't do his job, he drink in his job, he sleeps, he never comes on time, and I'm still holding him because I want to help him. What does he say to his wife? This boss is so stupid. He's never listening to me. He's
Yeah.
making he's making big mistake. Now he's the owner of the company. The company makes money, and he cannot finish the month, but he complain about the boss.
I see. And what about somebody will say, well, but what am I supposed to like? What do I talk about at the end of the day? Do I never say anything
Talk
bad? I
about
mean, it's
positive. Yes, don't say
but
anything
there,
bad.
but my day also had bad things. So
Well,
like,
make it good. If there is minus, this you're more pluses than minuses. But because you are useless, and because you're betraying, and because you believe now that you are a machine, that just thing happened to it, you cannot, because now you see only the bad. You put
mhm,
all your attention on bad, and you become bad. Not only that the bad get intensify, but you become bad.
yeah.
Why you don't see the good? In every bad there is good. In every good there is bad. There is no plus without minus. There is no minus without plus. And the truth is that there is always a little bit more plus in any situation.
Okay, and what if you that's amazing to know for everybody listening that there's always a bit more good, a bit more plus than minus in any situation. That's a major statement and a very true one. But what about if your partner says, "Yeah, but honey, I want to know, you're the good, the bad, the ugly. I want to know the struggles. I want to know what's going on. I want to it's real. I don't want to just hear everything was great, everything. I want to
Ah,
know what's going on."
I'll tell you, I had a problem with this lawyer, and there was a massive situation, and we were about to lose this deal. But then I came up with that amazing solution. So the
Mm,
overall is good. I
yeah.
thought that I saw a situation in the company that no one was taking responsibility for, and I saw that we're losing a lot of money, and I came up with an idea on how to solve it. So now everyone is happy.
I see. I see.
Not, not look. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. He is wrong. He is wrong. He is wrong. He is wrong. This is the usual venting. I'm a victim. I'm a
True.
victim. I'm a victim. I'm useless. I'm useless. I mean, how you are not even embarrassed to tell it to your wife? What are you, an amoeba? Everything happening to you?
True, true, 100%. Okay,
Look,
great.
look what he did to me. Basically, what you said. Look how useless I am. Look how useless I am. You should be
Mhm.
embarrassed.
True, I see. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Okay, great. So by the way, first of all, a user here that has quite a complicated username said, "I used to hold grudges for years. I've completely stopped," which is amazing.
Amazing.
Well done. Yeah.
It's
Hawaii,
it's
yeah.
Most of the people have grudges against someone. Usually it's against, it starts with someone like my dad did that, or my mom was this, or my friend was this, or my wife was that, or my husband was that. And it happened 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 10 years ago. My viewpoint, something happened, you have maximum, if you are a woman, 7 days to complain. If you are a man, 7 minutes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Not,
And then
not
get
more.
over it.
And then get over it, because it doesn't help that you complain.
Yeah.
Become cause over it. Think about it like that. Think about it like that. In any situation, you have the problem and you have you. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, most of the people look at, they say, this is me. Okay, this is me. This is my size. And this is the size of the problem. So the problem is like 75%. Like it's occupying 75% of my attention. And so they're putting a lot of attention on the problem. And the more they put attention on the problem, the more the problem grows. And eventually the problem overwhelms them because the problem
Mm.
grows.
Mhm.
I say, if you take yourself and you put attention on yourself and how I created it, how I'm responsible, what do I need to learn, how can I be more responsible, you'll become so big that the problem will become a nothing. It's
Mhm.
like if you have a problem of $10,000 and you earn $100 per month, it's a big problem. So you will try to save money, yes, and you'll try to save money, and you try to save money, and you'll become uselesser and uselesser and uselesser, because $100 to 10,000, it will take you 20 years to handle it.
Right.
What I say, forget about the problem and don't give any attention to the problem. 1% attention to the problem. The rest of the 99%, let's figure out how you make $100,000 per month.
Mm.
Let's
Yeah.
figure out how we're making you bigger. So $10,000 is nothing. It's not a problem. It is actually not a problem. So you can try to solve a problem by making the problem smaller, and you will always lose, always, because the physical universe is huge. Or you can solve any problem by making it not a problem, by making you bigger.
Right. Wow.
When
It's
you
amazing.
complain, when you complain, you admit that you are smaller.
That's a good
If
point. That's true. That's a
if
very
I'm
good point.
complaining about my wife, it's mean I'm smaller than my wife. She's telling me what to do. She's controlling my life. She's controlling my emotions. She's controlling. I cannot make things go right. I'm smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
have that called the wife. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But the
Uh-huh.
opposite with the man, it's not important.
Of
Yes, it's the
course. Of
same.
course. Yeah.
But if I look at her and at the situation and I say, okay, fine, uh, this is her, and now let's see how I make myself bigger.
Mm.
How I make
Mm-hmm.
myself bigger. I become so big, so big, so big that regardless of the opposition, the opposition gives up. Once you are big enough, the opposition gives up. The problem gives up.
Yeah. Wow. Mm-hmm.
It's
That's a,
never reducing the size of the problem. That doesn't help.
yeah. What a
That's
big difference. What a big difference in viewpoint on handling problems.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Someone,
Amazing.
someone attack you. You've got a problem. Don't turn the other cheek. Handle him. How do you handle him? You become bigger. It can be that you become bigger by just walking away, because why do I even give him attention? It can be that you become bigger by helping him to realize that it's not so good for him. And it can be that you become bigger by just squashing him without
Mm-hmm.
without even thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amazing.
But you need
Yeah.
to become bigger.
Yeah, I love it. Wow, that's an important lesson. Very. Hawaii Wealth Partners said that's fabulous. And I had a
That's my
question. Oh, it's Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Okay, fantastic. And Anna said the idea sounds good, but we were talking earlier about employees and bosses. The idea sounds good, but I cannot tell my boss your idea is beyond stupid. He pays you, so you nod, keep quiet, and do the job. But I want to talk to someone about it.
yeah. So that what you do, you write to the boss a solution. And if
Hmm.
the boss don't approve that solution, the only good thing that you can do is supporting. Why? Because if he's making the company work, somehow it works. Let's say 51%, but he makes money, it makes it work. It's better than 99.999% of the companies that go out of business after 5 years. So
Right.
if you now start to argue with him about something, you don't have the full scope, the full size of what actually going on, and you think that this is the right. It's not important. The only thing you can do is support him. You elected a president. I've said that many times. The only thing you can do for your country is support the president for 4 years. That's why
Hmm.
um, democracy is so good, because you can replace the president. What is democracy? Basically, democracy is a management system that says, look, you selected the managers for 4 years. If they've done a bad job, the only person you can complain about is you, because you selected them.
Hmm.
But you cannot select them and then say they're bad. No, they need to have 4 years of no problem, because they have huge problem. Look at yourself. You're trying to run a tiny company, endless amount of problem. Look, you're trying to run your family, unbelievable amount of problem. You're trying to lose weight, you cannot do that. So you want to tell the president of the United States if he's doing a good job or bad job? Give
Hmm.
him support for 4 years, and by the end of the 4 years, if you think that he didn't deliver, replace him.
And
But don't
yeah,
give him hell the whole 4 years, because you're destroying yourself.
that's true too.
You're destroying
Absolutely.
You're destroying yourself. And if you don't understand it, so you have a lot of people that have a lot of opinion, but they cannot actually handle their own life. It's like every taxi driver have the best advice to the president, but he's a taxi driver.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But what about if you're in a situation that you don't have a democracy, where you have some president who's reigning for 20 years and he's just, you
Then
can't.
then you have two options. Number one is to leave that country, and number two is to protest uh, without force, not by force, to protest in the form of not supporting the person,
Okay,
not
so
support.
you're saying, so then
Just
the
enough people will not support him, he will go away.
okay, I see. So then the support of your government should be in a democracy setting where they've been elected and now they will be replaced, and there's a timeline that's clear. During that time, you must support.
Yeah. Now, if you're in a dictator, you fighting some kind of an insane person that took over the government, then you don't have a government. You have an enemy. That's something else,
I see.
because he's trying to kill you. He's trying to. He openly trying to kill you. He says, if you don't listen to me, you are dead. No,
Yeah.
in a democracy, he says, look, you elected me. Now you listen to me for 4 years, and
Hmm.
within 4 years you can throw me away. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
But
Yeah.
and a president cannot do his job with all of this nonsense, if because he doesn't actually does his job. He is actually 90% of the time fending attacks from his own people, betrayal after trust.
True. That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. You
If
trusted
you
him and now
find
you
a
betray him by attacking him. Even if
yeah,
you didn't elect him, but the majority of the group did, and
that's
you are
it.
a part of that group, and that's it. Yeah.
That's it. You
By the
want him,
way,
even if you think the guy, you don't like the guy, support your manager. And if
yeah.
you don't want, leave or replace him within 4 years.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's amazing. Live your higher self said, great idea. Anastasia, hi, Anastasia said, if someone betrayed you intentionally saying lies, how do you deal with that situation?
What I will do two things. First of all, I will look at how many lies I intentionally said.
Okay, wow, yes. Uh huh.
Nothing
Wow,
happened by mistake.
wow.
If something happened to you, you did it to others. The only thing is when he lied, it's very, very, very bad. But when you lied, it was a white lie. You painted it yourself.
Yes.
That's not so bad. Yes.
Right, yeah.
So the first thing that I will do, the first thing is I will look at all the time I lied. And all of a sudden, once I will see how many times I did exactly what I'm complaining against, I will see that probably the lie was not so bad. And even if he lies, okay, so he lied. I can communicate with him, I can handle it. And the problem probably was not the lie. The problem, if I'm really upset with him, I did something against him.
Yeah, maybe
Otherwise,
talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. This concept, which you've talked about before, but it's very relevant in this light. When we will talk more about, people betraying us and what to do, but this concept of, hey, if you complain about someone, no matter how justified, you did something against them. Can you explain that? Because that makes that is like, no, I don't like that. Although I will say one thing, a lot of times people will understand this. Why does somebody dislike you? Why does somebody dislike you, right? The listener. Why does you have a friend that dislikes you? Why does your friend dislike you? Because they did something against you. That you can probably, okay, I can
except,
see that. That
yeah,
okay, I can see. Okay,
here's the
so
bus.
just Yeah, he's the bastard, not me. So that probably okay. Yeah, I can see that they did do something against me. Fair enough. Okay, now that we have that as the background, can you talk about why is it that if I complain about someone, if I dislike someone, it means I did something wrong always?
Yeah. So what happened is like that. Um, you are the creator. You can bring something out of nothing.
Hmm.
Every fact, everything in the universe used to be an idea. An
Hmm.
idea comes from beings, comes from the person. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are a creator, which means that I can put anything there and nothing bad can happen to me. Yes.
Hmm.
When does something can happen to me? When I stop creating. What is the condition of me stop creating is when I start to lie.
Hmm.
When I start to lie, when I start to commit sins, I become a target. Why? Because when I commit a sin, I want to hide it. I put a wall in front of me to prevent you from seeing it. And then I lie
Hmm.
again, and I put another wall, and I cover myself from walls every time that I commit sins.
Yeah. Okay.
And now what happened is that indeed people cannot see the sin I committed, but I cannot see the people.
Mm-hmm.
And because I cannot see the people, I unintentionally commit sins against them. But I cannot be wrong. I cannot be wrong. So when I commit a sin against you, let's say this me and this you, and I commit a sin against you, the only way for me to stay right is to make you wrong.
Hmm. I see.
Person that say that he is right, which means look, you are wrong, which means I'm right, is actually putting a big billboard saying, look, I committed a sin against him. I cannot admit it. I need to be right. So I'm blaming him. Every time you blame someone, regardless of how justified it is because you committed the sin. Otherwise, you will not blame him. You'll understand him.
Mm.
You'll want
Okay.
to help. If you don't commit a sin against your child, when your child doing something bad, it's not so bad. But if you committed against your child and you told him all kind of lies that the fairy, tooth fairy do this and this do that and this did this, and you tell him all kind of lies and you lie to him and you lie to him and you lie to him, and you find that he lies to you once, you get very furious with the child. You
Mm.
must lie. But me,
Mm.
I'm your father. I can lie to you.
Ah. Wow, okay. Okay. So, okay, I have two questions. I'm trying to decide where to go with this. Okay, we're gonna get. I want to talk about the tooth fairy thing actually in just a second, but on this subject that we're currently on. So, when you have a situation, let's take the example of now not the employee that's the problem, but the boss. Let's say the boss is betraying the employee by saying, "Ah, this person doesn't produce enough," or "This person is, I don't know, whatever, doing something that I don't like." Okay, what if that employee really isn't at the level that the big boss thinks, and the boss is right? The employee really is not okay, so I can complain. I can
No.
complain.
Yeah. So it goes like that. As the boss, your job is to train your employees,
Hmm.
and your job is to demand a production. Okay.
Okay.
The employee job is if he took the job, his responsibility is to bring the results.
Okay.
I need to demand the result. He needs to bring the result. I need to train him, and he needs to be trained. He needs to actually ensure that he get trained.
Hmm.
I train him and he's improving, and I still complain about him. I probably cheat him somehow. Somehow I'm cheating him. Either I'm not paying him enough, or I'm talking badly about him, or something happening, or
Hmm.
something is happening that this guy is somehow I committed the sin against him, or I'm hiding something from him. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah.
If I complain against a person, there is only two reasons you complain against someone. Number one, you committed a sin against them or someone like them, or you're hiding something from them or someone like
Mhm.
them.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
hands are clean, you'll see. Why do they say that God loves all people? Because God don't have sins against the people.
Got it. Yeah.
Devil, on the other hand, have a lot of sins against the people. So he hates the people because the devil wants to kill you. The devil wants you to suffer. He has a lot of sins against you. So the devil
Mhm.
obviously is have a lot to hide from you. So he
Yeah.
hates you. God have nothing to hide from you, committed no sin against you, so he loves you.
Wow. Fascinating.
And he just want your money also.
Yeah, exactly. I know that joke. Yeah, that's great. So, with the tooth fairy situation, talking about betrayal with children, is that actually betrayal? Because I'll tell you, like, there's an amazing wonder and joy. I remember thinking that the tooth fairy was real, and eventually you learn that it's not, and okay, fine, but you love the wonder of it while, like, I found
Yeah,
money, and so there's that element of the joy of it, or Santa Claus, or whatever, right? So,
that's fine. And if you do that as a game and the child understand that this is a game, it's wonderful. But there's a lot of things that parents tell to the children that is not true. For
okay.
example, you have to be good. No, you don't have to be good. Sometimes you need to use force.
Mm,
Yes.
mhm, mhm.
Uh, for example, if you will not learn, you will not be successful. Bullshit.
Yeah,
Just total bullshit. I
yeah,
didn't go to school. I'm successful.
yeah.
Uh, and many other things. Yes, there is a lot of lies. If you will not eat, you will not grow up. Seriously,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
eating now for a long time, and I'm growing up.
yeah.
I'm actually growing too much.
Finally, I'm growing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay, I get that. Okay, great. And Anastasia said, "Thank you guys. You both are amazing." And Anna said, "Seems like betrayal is the viewpoint of the other side. If I betray someone, it's not intentional. I believe I was doing the right thing. So it becomes betrayal when the other person decides it is."
No, it's betrayal because the spirit knows, and when the person is on low responsibility, he doesn't see that he's holding a post and don't bring results. As we said, betrayal come because of lack of responsibility and lack of knowledge. So the
Hmm.
guy is so low on responsibility that he doesn't even know that he needs result or that he needs to check his results.
Yeah. Hmm.
But if it was your hotel, if it was your business, if it was your thing, you would know that the results are not there when you're doing that post. But when you work for someone else, you don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Are you with me? So actually, when there is a deterioration, when the deterioration is really, really, really bad, you don't see it because it's so justified. So when a person commit sins, the next thing that happened he doesn't see, and then he feel that he's wrong. Yes, because I committed the sin. The spirit knows I commit the sin. I know I'm wrong. So how do I make you wrong now? Because I'm wrong and you are right. I need to make you wrong. How? By justifying what I've done and finding
Hmm.
wrong with you. So justification is something that come automatically after um, a sin that you committed. And if you find yourself with the need to explain anything, it means you committed a sin. You don't go around and say, okay, the reason I have five fingers is no, no, no. But if you're missing a finger, you probably go and say, okay, the reason I have a missing finger is blah, blah, blah. And this is the justification. You didn't take care
Hmm.
of the body.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what an answer. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And
Mhm.
Margaret, I think you said, what? The tooth fairy is not real? No, lol. Please don't touch Santa and the elves. Yeah, that was an amazing answer around the tooth fairy and Santa and the lies that parents tell their children. Amazing. And I'm leaving now to the magic universe. Yes, exactly. Um, and someone, Christine Moon, said, "Is anyone else having sound turning on and off intermittently?" I don't think that it's happening, Christine, but let us know if it is, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so I suppose my final question as we wrap up here is, if you have been betrayed, somebody cheated on you, somebody stole money from you, friends lied about you, you're a child being bullied at school, what do you do?
Okay. The first thing you need to know that if you've been betrayed, your first and most important product should be to help the person that betray you.
To help the person that betrayed you. Okay, so that's of course different. Everybody's like, "Oh, come on, now he's gone too far."
I'll
Yeah.
explain why. I'll explain why. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say your wife cheated you. Okay. That's betrayal. Yes. Now you have two options. Number one, to make her wrong from now to eternity.
Yeah.
The end result will be just destruction.
Hmm.
The second option is to understand that she betrayed you, you betrayed too, maybe in a different way. Maybe not with a man. She betrayed you with another man, and maybe you also betray her with another man or with another woman,
Hmm.
or maybe you lied to her, and or maybe you didn't keep your word once given, but you betray her too. So now the question is, do you want to make her wrong or do you want to improve the relationships? That's I think you lost your connection on the on Restream. Yeah, yeah. So the point is like that. What is your purpose? If your purpose is to make her wrong, which means to satisfy your emotions and get and be insane because your emotions are always misleading you, go for it. Do what you feel and destroy everything. Wonderful. If your intention is to improve the situation, what you will do, you will not make her wrong, but you will find, how can I help her?
Yeah.
How can I help her? Now the problem
But and
is that
by the way,
some
I heard through Instagram everything that you said, so I'm with you. Yeah.
so the instinct will tell you to make her wrong and to, how can you do that to me, and to be insulted and whatever. First of all, if you're insulted, you're useless. Second, you don't actually bring about any kind of improvement. So she committed a sin, and now you committed the sin because you're going to destroy even more. So everyone is losing on steroids. So the only
Yeah.
thing the only thing to do is to do like that, to tell her, look, number one, it's, I understand you've done it. I have no problem with you. Zero problem. The only thing that I want to make sure is that we are handling why this has happened, so you don't have to do it again, because I'm sure you don't feel good about it, even if you justify it. Or because you justify it, I know that you don't feel good about it. Otherwise, you
I
wouldn't
see.
justify it. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Hmm.
And I'm willing to take you as you are and love you even more. And nothing changed, because this is you. It's not that you change. It was in you, but it's like craziness that kicks in, and everyone have craziness. Everyone have craziness. Everyone, without exception, have craziness. And if you are sane and you are not crazy, you will say, look, I insist that you take responsibility for it, but nothing changed in my feeling towards you, in how much I love you. Actually, I love you more.
Wow. That's really, really a wow handling. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody explains it like that. Amazing.
And you
Extremely
know that I'm doing it.
counterintuitive.
You saw it. You saw
I've
me
seen you
doing.
handle I've seen you handle the craziest betrayals like that. Like things, guys, that would have you would have given up on a person 10,000 times over, buried them and never looked back and told the whole world about how badly you've been betrayed. And I've seen Mayor handle it like that,
With no
exactly with
complaint.
the person. Yep,
No
yep.
complaint. Just one thing: take responsibility. Not for me. I don't want any. Not for me. Not for me. For you. I want to help you
Mhm.
because I
Mhm.
know you are suffering. I know it kills you. I know it actually bad for you. So my responsibility for you is, because I'm your friend, because I love you, is you need me when everything goes wrong. At
Mm.
that moment, I will continue to be your friend, and I will help you to actually do the pro survival thing, not what you feel, not what you want, but what's the thing that will bring the best results.
Wow. Okay, so this actually reminds me of something from okay. It reminds me of something from the dinner today that I had, and I'm gonna bring it up in a sec. But on Instagram here, we have Sundering Halberd said, "Wow, Joshua Mason, hi, good work, guys. Thank you, Josh." Lauren, my sound was turning on and off. I changed from Instagram to YouTube, and now it's better. Okay, hi guys, hi hi. Okay, great. So I hope that the stream is fine on Instagram and on YouTube. But okay, so my question is this: I was talking to somebody today at dinner about the definition of love, and it's the urge to be together for no reason at all. Yes, and basically they said, yeah, but there is a reason. Or what if something changes? I loved my wife and turns out she became a murderer,
Okay.
and now
Yeah.
things have changed from when things started. Like, this is a change, like, what?
There's only one misunderstanding for that guy. He doesn't understand that the action of a person or his body is not him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you love his body, then buy it.
What do you mean by it?
Like if I love a car, if it is the physical thing that I love, then I buy it, but I don't really love it. I want it. I want to own it. This is an
Yeah,
ownership.
yeah.
So that's why they say she is my wife. Like I own her. Yes. No.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
It's not. I don't own her. I own my car. I own my body. I own my mind. And my wife, I hope I don't own. Not
Uh-huh.
because she's not with me because of the agreement. So number
Yeah.
one, doesn't understand, that person doesn't understand that yes, the body change, the action change, but I love the being.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you want a body is beautiful, or a person is doing specific action that you consider right or wrong. But I love the being. So when I love my son can turn to be a serial killer. I'll still love him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not conditional. My friend can become a serial killer. I still love him. I will still help him
Mm-hmm.
because friendship is not conditional. If it is
Mm-hmm.
conditional, I'm your
Yeah.
friend as long as you don't do that. And then I will find the excuse of why not to be your friend. But in the meanwhile, I've used you all the other time. No.
Yes.
Love is the urge to be together for no reason at all. The moment that there is reason, we're talking about ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
reason is the physical universe and love is spiritual.
Wow.
Now, people change the definition of love and they try to redefine it because they don't understand. And they said, no, 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 but I love my car. No, you own your car, and your car is beautiful. And and the time you love your car is because you want to share the same space with the car. But
Yeah.
because you own it, it's not real love.
Right. It's
Yes.
not love in that sense. Like, oh, I'm loving this food. We're not talking about that.
No, yeah, this is a different definition of the word love.
Yes.
Love to person is you love the being, not the body. Because otherwise, I met this girl. She was 20 years old, and I got married to her. And 3 years later, she had a baby, and she had baby. He was 3.9 kilo and she ate 12 kilo.
Hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
know how does it work, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, but it's funny that you mention that because and this is really okay. In the dinner, the one other guy said, "Yeah, like, but I'll talk about it often with my girlfriend." He was telling me, like, we talk about it. Like, if one of us were to add like 100 pounds, uh, it would change things. It would change things, and like it will change the things in the relationship.
Yeah,
And we've talked about that. Like, we've agreed not to, or whatever the case may be.
yeah.
So,
So he doesn't love the being,
hmm,
and he doesn't see the being, and he
hmm,
talks to the mind. He talks to the robot, and for as long as the robot, as long as the meat bag look good, he will be with that meat bag. But if you
hmm,
check, this guy doesn't have good relationship with this lady because it's conditional. Imagine that I will be in a relationship with you. You are my son, and I say, look, I'm putting a gun to your head. For as long as you don't put on weight, I love you.
hmm,
I don't love you. This is not
hmm,
love. This is extortion.
hmm, hmm.
No, I love
Wow,
you. End of cycle, unconditional. Now, the amazing thing is that when you love someone so much like that, they want to look the best for you.
of
They
course.
want to do this. They do that because they want, and so they're successful. And
Hmm.
but for me, she can put in 1 kilo or 500 kilo. I love the person.
Yeah.
I love being. And
Hmm.
if not, not in communication with the being.
Yes.
If
So
not,
how?
I'm loving the body, and that's totally okay. Then we're talking about ownership. It's a different definition of love. It's a misdefinition of love, but people use it. So it's a different definition of love, which is I own you. Now that I love you, I own you. By the way,
Hmm.
most parents think that because they love their children, they own their children. No. The
Hmm.
purpose of a parent is to make the child uh, to make sure that the child have freedom of determination.
Hmm.
You cannot have freedom of determination if the child is has to obey me.
Right. Yeah. You
You
want
and
to cultivate their independence, not to cage them, basically.
of course, I want him to be self-governed, not
Yeah.
governed by me or by some laws or by some agreements. No, I want him to be so good that he doesn't need to know any law, but he will always do the right thing.
Wow. That's
Why
amazing.
people need laws? Because they don't know right from wrong.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
someone come and say, "Look, you stupid guys, you cannot realize that murdering is not good." So let me say, okay, let me tell you, murdering is not good. It didn't start. Society did not start with the law: "Do not murder." Enough people got to be enough stupid, so someone say, "You know what? From now on, it's not okay to murder."
Hmm. I see. Exactly. That's so true. And then the law comes about. So wait. So let's say somebody's listening to this right now and they're scratching their head and they're going, I've never thought about it that I don't see the being in my husband or in my wife. I don't see the being. Maybe that's true. I was really attracted to them physically, and yes, I love them, and we're in a relationship. I love the concept, but how do I achieve that thing? How do I see the being? What does one do to get that to have happen?
So he needs that person needs to first of all learn how to communicate. He never actually
Mm.
communicated. He
What do you
talked.
mean? Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. He talked.
Yeah, he talked.
Hmm.
He looked, he heard things, but he never actually been understood. Did
Okay.
you ever seen someone that could have the most beautiful woman in the universe, and he goes with the woman that doesn't look so good?
Yeah,
Why?
100%.
Why? Because
I've always wondered that.
the communication is much more important than any blue eyes.
Okay.
The
Uh-huh.
communication is much more important. Even I said that, which is probably sacrilegious, more important than being blonde.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, first you started with blue eyes, like that's also, yeah. Yeah, I see. That interesting. So you're saying that they maybe had a better communication line with that
Maybe,
other person.
maybe they had better communication, not communication line, better communication.
Gotcha.
If someone actually fully, um, did it ever happen to you that you saw a movie and the person, the star, was deformed and you fell in love with him?
Yes. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So it's not how he looks.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's not how he
Yeah.
looks. It
Right.
is something else. There is something there. In the case of a movie, there is such a big reality that bring about amazing communication that you fully in communication with this character. So your affinity to him is so high. So your understanding is so high, and this is really love.
Mhm. I see. Wow, that's a good point. That's beautiful.
You don't know this person, but you're willing to marry him.
Yeah.
There's such a good communication.
Wow.
For this 1 hour or
Yeah.
2 hours, it's such good communication. You're ready to get married to this deformed person.
Yeah. True. I know what you mean. That's so true. That's so true.
So,
And also, by the way, on Instagram, Sundering Halberd said super true. Yes. Yeah.
so the point is that when the person never been in communication, a beautiful hair is a good substitute for communication, but not over time. And that's
Mm.
why 50% of the marriages get end up in divorce. Another 25% is people that want to get divorced, and another 25% is men that do not dare to say that they want to get divorced.
Yeah, I see. I see. No, it's amazing. Okay. And but by the way, speaking of which, there was a question about we were talking about cheating. Anna asked, "It's common belief that if your wife cheats you once, she'll do it again, or anyone, right? Once a cheater, always a cheater." People say. So by it, it sounds like a get out of jail free card to say you betrayed me and now I love you even more.
Yeah, but I didn't say that. You heard, Anna, you heard only one side of my answer. And I said on the other side is you need to take responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I love you even more, regardless of what you've done. But because I love you, because I don't want you to be in this terrible situation of hating yourself, because if you cheated, you hate yourself because the person is basically good. The
Mm-hmm.
being the being is knows, the being knows, the spirit knows. So when you do something wrong, you see even a baby, when he do something wrong, he knows it's wrong. You don't need to give him a he doesn't need to go to Harvard to learn the laws.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
to understand that it's bad. So it kills you when you do something bad.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yes.
you do something bad, it kills you. You don't need another person to come and kill you. You're already killing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm your real friend, on the one hand, I know it's not a problem because it's not you. It's something exterior to you that forces you to act that way. That number one. And number two, I will insist that you will take responsibility.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not okay now. You cheat me, continue to cheat me. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
No, no. You steal from me to continue to steal from me. No. We handle it first, but all during the time of the handling, I tell you and I guarantee, I don't have anything against you. It's not something that you will ever hear from me as a problem. It's not an issue. It's not an issue because it's really not an issue. It's end cycle because I did bad things, you did bad things, and every person thinks that the other person doing the worst thing. But if you
Mm-hmm.
look at yourself, you'll see you did very, very bad things.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Everyone did very bad things. Everyone without exception. And
Yeah.
how bad is the thing? The more ethical you are, the more bad things you've done. Why? Because for an ethical person, as smallest bad thing is major. If you have a white shirt, you have the smallest dot. It's terrible. But if you have a black shirt, you need a lot of dirt to realize that there is dirt on the shirt.
Yeah, I
Are you
see.
with?
That's a good analogy. Yes, 100%. Amazing.
So the more ethical you are, the smallest the thing, the bigger it seems to you,
Mm-hmm.
which is big because it's comparison to who you are, and you are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Wow. 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 That's amazing. Well, amazing. Okay. So we are an hour and 5 minutes, one of the longer episodes, which is great. This was a very powerful episode. Also,
Just
yeah,
beginning, we didn't speak about forgiveness, and we didn't speak about how to ask for forgiveness, and so on and so on. Maybe we should direct people to watch that video as of like what does it
yes,
actually take to forgive and so on. And do you
yes,
need to forgive anyone? And
absolutely, absolutely. Give me 1 second. Let me just check something about that exact thing, and I'll tell you what we can do
we
for
can do
anybody
for any.
listening.
Mhm,
So yeah, maybe basically the nutshell is that there is a whole body of knowledge around forgiveness
mhm.
and how to apologize, and this is a whole
What's the
s-
difference between apology and forgiveness and big subject?
yeah, and it's actually the key to recover relationships that have gone wrong. If you've been betrayed, you need to forgive. You If you've betrayed someone else, you need to apologize, etc. But there's a way to do that. So we have that program, by the way. It's a $499 program. It's very powerful. It's actually excerpted from another. Um, anyway, it's an amazing program. It's 4 parts, about 2 hours each. It's amazing. So what we can do, I suppose, for anybody that's listening to this, if you've listened to this point, then I want to just give you a reward for that. So what we'll do is we'll give you that $499 program for $49 if you just email us to info@gprosperity.com and say, I got to this point. I want that knowledge.
Yeah, and if you got this video and you didn't help you a lot, we will pay you back the $49 plus 10%
Hmm.
interest.
Yeah, 10% interest. So you buy that for $49. You literally tell us within 30 days, I didn't like it. We won't refund you 49. We'll refund you $55 for wasting your time. But I'm very confident it will blow you away. And it's instead of $499, it's 49. So all you need to do, if you're listening now live and you want that and you want to take up that offer, if you are listening to it as a recording at any point, you have this as offer, and you just
And
email
what
info at gprosperity.com. Yeah.
and what you can expect from this program is that whatever the relationship that you have, it will give you the tools to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
100% fix it. If it doesn't give you the tools, if you feel you didn't get whatever you imagined that you need, uh, all you have to do is to email us and you'll get 10% more. But I can promise you, you have a problem with your kids, it will fix it. You have a problem with your body, it will fix it because it's a relationship problem. You have a problem with your husband, it will fix it. You have a problem with your wife, I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, yeah. Leave me out of it. That's so good.
It will fix it. I'm just joking.
Of course, yes. Yeah. By the way, guys, it wasn't at all on the agenda to put this offer out. Like I didn't even know, right? Like I had to go check what it's costing and so forth. So it's really just a present for listening to this episode. Curtis said, "I've watched those. He's watched that program, and it's so unbelievably helpful." Margaret said, "One of the most powerful and valuable programs you can buy." Yes.
Wow.
Nice Loom said, "I'm in." Yes, and Margaret said
Yeah.
this was a very valuable and timeless episode. Here on Instagram, we have Luciana. Amazing interview. This is exactly what I need this week and this month. Superb. Thank you. Lauren said so sweet. Thank you guys. Luciana,
Thank you.
your videos are always helping and a lot. Yes, yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. It's true. And Sundering Halbert said, this is amazing. I love it. And
Thank you.
Luciana, I'm in totally. Yeah, amazing. This is really valuable. If you've enjoyed this, please share it. People need this. We appreciate you being on. Thank you very, very much. And Abba Mayor, thank you so
I love you.
much.
I
This
love you.
was mind blowing. I love you. Thank you.
Mwah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.